Hey family, Psalm 57:5 reads, "Be exalted, O God, above the highest heavens. May your glory shine over all the earth." And I really love this psalm and this verse, especially how it is recorded in this translation. You see, in this psalm, David, who is chosen by God to be king in Israel, is not yet king, but is being pursued by the current king, King Saul. You see, Saul sees the great threat that David poses to his throne, and therefore several times he tries to take David's life. This psalm here is supposedly written during one of those times, during a time when David and his men were hiding in a cave from King Saul. And while in this cave, David writes this psalm, this verse, these words in this verse. He says, "May your glory shine over all the earth." Now, some might say, what an odd statement for David to make while in such a dark, cold, and damp space in life, a space full of nothing but creepy crawlers and other nocturnal animals. How can David in such a place write to God, "May your glory shine over all the earth"? And you see, I love it. I love it because what David is suggesting in this dark, cold, and damp cave, David is suggesting this, that there is no place on earth where God's glory cannot shine. You see, in considering David's contribution to Scripture as a whole, it makes sense that David would write these words from such a dark place. I mean, look at what David says in Psalm 139. David says, "O God, if I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell on the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, your right hand shall hold me." David says, if I say surely the darkness shall fall on me, even the night shall be light about me. Indeed, the darkness shall not hide from you, God, but to you the night shines as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to you. You see, David has been through some dark seasons in life. And yet his theology is that there is nowhere that he can go where he does not meet God. He says, "Even my darkest night shines as day to God." And therefore, family, from David's cave, I want to encourage you today. I want to remind you that it doesn't matter how dark it gets around you. It doesn't matter if you feel like you are in a dark, cold, and damp cave and the walls are just closing in around you. I want to encourage you that even there in those spaces, God's glory can shine for you. Even there, your darkest nights can shine as day to God. There is never a place that you can go in this life where God cannot meet you with his presence. Catch it. If you go dark mentally, if you fade into the shadows emotionally, even if you feel closed in physically during this season, and many of us do, know in all those places, God can meet you with the grace you need. God can give you the love that you need. God can provide you with the strength that you need to push through. Family, I can't even begin to number how many times I, like David, have been in some dark places in life. But I can tell you this, there has not been a single time when I was there and could not find the presence of God shining bright. There has not been a single shadowy instance in my life where I did not feel God's grace resting on me, his great love being thrusted in my direction. Today, I want to encourage you to change your, let's call it, cave perspective. Do not see your darkest, coldest, dampest seasons as places where God can't reach you. Instead, see them like David saw them. See them as spaces that can't hide from the presence of God, even if they tried. Let me remind you, let me encourage someone out there today that if you ascend into the heavens, God is right there. If you make your bed in the depths, God is still there. If you take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there, God's hand shall lead you. His right hand shall hold you. Be encouraged to know that even your darkest nights shine as day to your God. Today, I need you to be like David and remind God, right where you are in life, that you are trusting that no darkness could ever stand a chance of getting between him and you. Be encouraged, be blessed.